Hello there, everybody, it is I, Snuck VA. Welcome back to another brand new episode of Gotta Go Cast. Today, I brought with me a very, very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, hi there. My name is Mike Pollock. I'm an actor. You might know me as the voice of Dr. Eggman and stuff. You might know me as the voice of, the Pokemon narrator for a brief time. All sorts of characters from 4Kids TV. And if you're really smart, you'll find me in the new versions of Caillou's New Adventure, where I play Caillou's daddy and his other guy friends.
Yeah, so I'm very pleased to have you here with me today on Gotta Go Cast. I'm really glad that you accepted my my request and coming here, man.
Thanks. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. All right, so I've got a lot of questions for you today, and I hope you are ready to answer these questions.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, so when did you start voicing the infamous Doctor?
Back in August of 2003, August 23rd to be specific, 4Kids Productions, where I had been part of the talent pool, doing all sorts of cartoons like Kirby Right Back At You and Ultimate Muscle. And the production team that produced Kirby Right Back At You was also assigned to produce the newly licensed dub of Sonic X. And they knew me and remembered me and figured that I would be a good choice for Dr. Eggman, so they encouraged me to audition. They invited me, they sent me clips of Dean Bristow to match. I listened, I worked on my Dean Bristow impression, went in and auditioned with "I am Dean Bristow," and did that about twice over. We needed 2 callbacks before Sega was finally convinced that I would be a reasonable choice for the job.
All right, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, so how was it voicing the Doctor, and still is voicing the Doctor?
It is more fun than humans should be allowed to have. It is great fun and a great honor.
All right, that's very cool. So, what is your favorite Sonic game that you voiced in?
One of the things about being an actor is the joy of having so much stuff to do that it doesn't make any sense to play favorites. My favorite project will always be the next one. I am proud of all the stuff I do.
That's a very good mentality to have. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. What is your favorite role besides of the infamous Doctor?
Again, same thing with favorites. It's whatever I'm working on next. Right now, will be the next thing I'm recording for is the show whose name is always initials, and I can't remember what it's called. But I've got a session for that next week, and I'm proud of the last thing I recorded, which was a bunch of auditions for stuff that I may or may not book. So I love working, and if people love watching what I'm doing and listening to it, that's even better.
All right, that's a very good mentality to have. All right. So, next question. If you were asked to voice for an anime, would you accept?
I would, and I have. Again, I love working. Right now, with the business being the business, the bar to entry is my minimum. There is a minimum amount that I'm willing to accept to work, because places like Fiverr want people to work for $5. No, I don't think so. So as long as the anime is paying market rates, then yes, please.
All right, yeah, that's very good. All right, next question. How do you feel about Jim Carrey?
He's a very talented actor.
All right, yeah. Because the reason why people ask is because people think that you should have voiced Eggman, and he played as the Doctor. Essentially, you like put in the voice, and then he like tries to lip sync it. That would have been hard for Paramount to do, wouldn't it?
It would have been possible. It would not have been recommended. However, I'll remind everyone, I'm a full-service actor. I spent years on the stage. I have a fully functioning body. If somebody wants to hire me for on camera, I'll work on camera.
Yeah, man. So, when was the first contact that you ever had with Sega?
2010, when production switched from 4Kids directly to Sega.
Ah, I see. All right. So this question involves me. How did we meet? I think I remember. Wasn't it on Twitter?
Lots of people are on Twitter, and I meet lots of people on Twitter. So it very well might be Twitter.
Yeah, it might be Twitter, because,
Okay.
Oh! I said a meme and you liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you followed me, and that's how, that's what happened.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. That explains it.
Yeah, that explains it. All right. Do you have a favorite Sonic character?
The ones I voice are very high up in my memory. Again, not playing favorites, but There's Dr. Eggman. There's Ella the Maid from Sonic X. There's Fastidious Beaver and the Mayor from Sonic Boom. So if I voice it, I like it.
Oh, I see. Have you ever heard of the Sonic character channels on YouTube?
I've seen all sorts of stuff on YouTube, but the Sega corporate terms and conditions have a policy against unsolicited ideas, and I have extended that to mean not watching fan stuff in great amounts, because if stuff accidentally shows up in official material and it's similar to somebody's fan-made idea, they could call in a lawyer.
Yeah. Okay, essentially what Sonic character channels are is people play as the character, for example, Sonic, or Dr. Eggman, for an example, and they like react to videos as them, and
Okay.
It's like a parody, essentially. It's like a parody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not being a gamer, I'm an actor first, and a gamer not really much ever. I don't watch gameplay with much interest, because that's not what I'm there for.
Yeah. Okay, so essentially they are. Okay, some of them are actually professional voice actors who do this for fun. So, for example, if you see, I don't know if you know Dragon Ball. Do you know Are you familiar with Dragon Ball?
Bits of it, very small bits of it.
Alright, so there's this character channel called Prince Vegeta. He does like this character in Dragon Ball called Vegeta. He does like these voices. Yeah, he's a voice actor. He does stuff for like a lot of things. If you ever heard of Team 4-Star.
Probably.
Yeah, so these guys do something called DBZ Abridged, which is like a parody. It's essentially like a lot of things on YouTube do involve a lot of parody stuff in it, but it's actually recommended. I believe Sega like supports these fan projects, like covers for Sonic themes and stuff like that.
Okay, I prefer to work from scripts, and I prefer people who work from scripts. Improv and I mean, obviously, apart from real life where I improv on social media just as me, but as far as improving a character has never been my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right, next question. This involves the life of Mike Pollock. All right, so people asked, are you who do you support the most? Nintendo or Sega?
I support whoever hires me. I'm a freelance actor. All actors are freelancers. We are independent contractors. People hire us to work on their projects. If you hire me, I will like you a lot. So, I like Sega because they hire me, and as soon as Nintendo hires me, I'll like them too.
All right, yeah, that's good. Wait, didn't you okay, so back in the Olympics for the Wii, did you voice Eggman for the Mario and Sonic of the Olympic Games?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so so you were around then, right? Like, so you were
From
voice
2003 and forward, 2005 in the games.
I see.
So Shadow the Hedgehog was the first game
That you were ever in.
Yes, well, I think you can count the Sonic X game on the Leapster, which might have happened before then. But yes, as far as the first canonical games, that was Shadow the Hedgehog.
All right. Have you ever played any other games aside of Sonic?
When I was a kid, the games I liked were games that would hardly be considered games today. Trivia Whiz at the arcade. It was a trivia game in a big old arcade console. I picked the entertainment category, and the questions were either so limited in number, or I had so much free time that they would eventually come up with repeats, and I would memorize the answers, and I scammed my way to the top of the leaderboard by just memorizing the questions and answers.
Oh, I see. All right, that's amazing, actually.
Thank you.
No
But
problem.
yeah, as far as action-based, coordination-based video games, no, not my forte.
Okay. Do you watch anime? Is what people.
I watched anime I'm in, if it's readily accessible. The last anime I watched before I was in was the classic kid show adaptations like Speed Racer and Kimba the White Lion when I was a kid, mostly because they were on. There weren't a lot of channels back in the 70s, so we watched what was on. The first anime that I had to watch professionally was Demon Fighter Kocho, the first anime that I booked, and the lovely director Michael Nicholas gave the cast members VHS copies to watch in Japanese, which I'm not sure was helpful. I watched it. There were no subs. I had no idea what was going on. But okay, I watched it. And then as I started working in dubs, when the dub is done, and especially if we have a group screening or if it's readily accessible on a streaming service that we get, I'll watch it.
All right, man. All right, that's yeah, they're right.
But generally, I was there at the time when I was recording. I might like to see how it was all put together, but I was there when we were doing it.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Next question. Who is your favorite musician?
Musical satirist and humorist Tom Lehrer.
All right. What's your favorite? Huh?
He writes very clever, or he did. I mean, he's still alive. He's just not quite as active. But satirical songs, somewhat dated now for some of them. Just him and his piano. But there are also some evergreen classics that still show up on novelty radio shows.
All right. What is your favorite OST?
Okay, without Googling it, I'll have to ask what that is.
Original.
What is that?
Original soundtrack, essentially like for Sonic games or Green Hill Zone or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. I don't track with the music. There's no music when we're recording, and I don't play the games, so I don't track with the music that way.
I see. All right. All right. That's fine. All right. Anyways, so next question. This question is about what's gonna happen because you did reveal this on Twitter. Are you gonna be voicing in the next Sonic? Essentially. Yeah.
I'm still on board for the Sonic video games.
All right, because people needed a confirmation because you made a tweet about it and people started speculating whether you're gonna be the next Eggman or not.
As they do.
Yeah, they always speculate. But yeah, I'm glad that you can confirm it. Yes, he will be the next Eggman. Well, not really next, but he's still gonna be Eggman. That's what I'm trying to say.
When the next game has voices and Eggman is one of the voices, the voice will be mine, at least in English.
Yeah. Yeah, so there we go. He's gonna be voicing Eggman. People are asking you, do you have any idea for the other cast?
I don't handle the casting, and even if I did, we'll probably record the game separately. So, stuff will be recorded without me, and I won't know.
Yeah.
So, I love a surprise.
Are you staying safe from what is happening in the world?
We are living our lives as normally as possible. Going out with masks, dining out with masks. Obviously not when we're eating. It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
But in between the bites, when we come in and when we go out, we're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
When we're eating, it's the family, 4 of us, and we're just all together. And we're able to go out to places like our regular gym appointments, still wearing a mask, and shopping and stuff. So yeah, we're so far so good. Knock wood. Thank you.
All right. Have you ever met Charles Martinet? This is the voice actor for Super Mario.
I have. We appeared at a couple of conventions together.
Oh, I see.
His lines were so ridiculously long that we didn't have much time to chat or socialize. But for the brief times we did, very pleasant.
All right, that's cool. That's good. That's good. Have you two banter together with your voices, like with Mario and Eggman?
We did a panel together, and he wisely doesn't banter. But I did a bantering with Bowser. Kenny Kramer. Yeah.
Oh
Kenny
wait,
James was there.
did you do a banter with Bowser? I haven't seen the clip. I haven't seen the clip. But what happened?
That's online somewhere. We did a little villain to villain chat.
I see. Can you like summarize it? What happened?
I don't remember. One of the joys of voiceover is not having to remember lines. And again, that was improv that I would even have reason to remember less. But no, find the video. I'll probably search YouTube for Eggman Bowser panel.
All right. But yeah, so okay. Essentially, these are gonna be like the last series of questions. It's gonna be like 10 to 15 of them. Because I've picked some questions because people asked you some stuff that you can't answer, so I have to cut those out. Like,
I'm a master deflector, so even if they did, I will dance around it effortlessly.
Yeah, because I don't want to like put you in an awkward situation or anything like that.
Nah, Twitter does that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right. Okay, the last question though, I'm not sure if you can do this, but it's something that people will want. All right. Have you ever tried doing the voice of Sonic?
In the episode The Meteor for Sonic Boom, Sonic and Eggman switch places, and we did.
Oh.
It was interesting. Don't know that it was great, but find that it's streaming. Sonic Boom is streaming on a streaming service near you, so look for The Meteor.
All right. All right. Do you like Tails? This is a question. Not the actor, the character.
Well, I can't say we've met personally, with him being fictional and all, but as a character, he seems nice.
All right. Yeah. So that's essentially the questions that people are asking
All right.
about. Now for these next
Okay.
questions that are gonna be
Yeah.
some really interesting questions for you.
Okay.
If you didn't do Eggman, where do you think you would be
Mhm.
today?
Same place I am already. I'm voicing all sorts of other things. Remember, what most people forget, Eggman, if I'm lucky, is about 2 days of work a year, if I'm lucky. Some days, much less, some years, much less than that. Some days, some years, much more than that. In between, I am constantly auditioning and looking for other work and doing other work. We're freelance actors. We're always working on other projects and series. So I'm in the middle of production on other things that every couple of weeks they say, we got new episodes. We're going to call you. Work remotely today because that's what we're doing. But I'm a working actor. I remain a working actor. My goal is to be a working actor. So if there is a job that cannot, a project that can't voice itself, I do that. That's the service I provide.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Who is your favorite person from the cast? So not the characters, the actual people. So like Roger, Jason.
Well, sure. Still don't play favorites, and I'll add, I don't judge. Actors are judged all the time. Every audition, we are competing against our colleagues, being
agree.
judged by a client. I want this guy. All the other ones you'll never hear about. You like the winner, you don't like the runner-ups, you never hear about the runner-ups. We're judged by directors, we're judged by producers, we're judged by critics, we're judged by fans. I like my coworkers. I like my colleagues. I like watching talented actors act. So I'm not playing favorites. If you're a good actor, I like you.
Yeah, man, I agree. Being a voice actor myself, I know of that feeling. All right.
See? Are you a good voice actor? Then I like you. See? That was easy.
There you go. All right. Next question. All right. So this is one of the final questions. Okay. So let me read this. Do you know the character Scourge the Hedgehog and the Archie comics on its own?
I've seen it in passing. I've gotten the Sonic Boom comics, but I don't consume the stuff I'm in for pleasure in that way. I love performing it. I love reading the scripts for the purpose of performing it. Reading other related material without plans to perform it is not my idea of entertainment.
Oh, I see.
So it's a weird relationship, and it's tough for folks who are laser focused on games and related media and the enjoyment thereof to understand. Because remember, my involvement a couple of days a year, the rest of the year I'm doing other stuff. The internet wants to talk to me about it 365 days a year, but I'm only involved in the production of the projects a couple days a year.
I see. Do you know Ken Penders?
Did we meet at a convention? We were at a convention simultaneously. I saw him within a few feet of each other. I don't remember if we interacted at all. We might have waved or nodded.
So you haven't like had a full-blown conversation with him or anything?
No, that I can guarantee that I did not have a full-blown conversation.
All right. So the final 3 questions for you today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is a question. Mike Pollock, do you exist?
Let me check. Yeah, it looks like me.
Okay, there you go. So this is this. God, golly. So this is like a question that was asked a lot. This is like these are 2 last questions. All right. So, hey Mike. This is like a message to you.
Yes.
So this is a question to you by a fan of mine to you.
Cool.
All right. Hello there, Mike. So I wanted to ask you this for
Hi.
the longest time.
Is this a dialogue? I'll respond to each
yeah.
individual question.
Yeah, this is a dialogue to you.
Let's role play. I'll be me. Go on.
All right. Did you ever feel uncomfortable saying the evil things that he said as Eggman? If so, did you ever ask to like cut off the swears that they've been having behind the scenes or something like that? Because some of the huh?
No, go ahead. Follow up.
All right. Because what he means by that is because there are some voice actors who did like cuss as the characters, and they want to know if you actually did do that, or if they told you to do that and you backed out.
Okay. Hot button topic, which I will cover. One thing about being an actor that I've learned from being an actor, you leave your inhibitions at the door. When you go in and inhabit a character, it's not you. So I tend not to use profanity in daily life, mostly because I came from the radio and I was under radio restrictions, and you can't spit out 4-letter words on the radio. So I figured out, hey, the English language has many words I can use in place of those words. So I replaced profanity in my daily life with other stuff. If I go in and there's a script and the character is scripted to swear, I will swear up a blue streak. There are a couple of video games that I'm in, not Sonic related, but other video games where I play foul-mouthed characters dropping S-bombs and F-bombs. You'll find them when they come out. I'll tell you about them. If I'm lucky, people will pay attention when I tell them about them, and we'll look into it. As for the characters are generally written in a certain way. Sonic, on the whole, yes, I know there are notable Japanese exceptions and English exceptions, but as a whole, Sonic is a family-friendly project. There are no swear words in my script. If there were, and if Sega wanted the character to be a foul-mouthed guy, then sure, it's in the script. I'll do it. I'm championing the character as he is officially presented. That being the case, the certain foul-mouthed fan dub that some folks I'm sure are thinking about right now, that's a lovely thing, but I can't endorse that, and I can't be party to that, because if me and the character swearing got back to Sega, that would cause tremendous trouble for me. I don't want that kind of trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
If Sega wants the character to swear, they write the scripts, they'll hand me the scripts, I'll read the scripts. Like I say, I'm swearing in other video games like a sailor. But that's not the relationship that I've got with that character and with that client.
All right.
So there have been, to address the particular point, there have been no swears in the script that I have nixed because that's not my job.
All right. There we go. And the last question, this is something people want you to do. Can you do the voice of Eggman?
I think so. I've done it before. Let me try.
All right.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eggman. Oh, I think I did.
Oh, there you go. There's the voice of Eggman.
That would be it.
That would be it. So yeah. So thank you so much for joining me today on this lovely Gotta Go Cast episode. I did not expect it to happen, but I'm sure a lot of people.
Me neither.
I'm sure, like you just got a random DM from Snuff.
Makes two of us.
Yeah, you just got.
Yeah. I got stuff to do, but I was able to shuffle the schedule. I'll go do some stuff later. It's fine.
Yeah, all right, man. Thank you so much for joining me today. Anyways, thank you so much for watching.
Sure.
Thank you so much for watching, and
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem, man. No
I'll
problem.
keep talking. Why don't I shut up and you talk?
Yeah, man. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please go ahead and support Mike. I'll leave his Twitter in the description below. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Say goodbye.
Yeah.
All right.
I just did.
All right. See you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.